y'all, welcome back to the channel. So, I was down at camp making something to eat, and Wiley calls me and says, hey, we're going on a hike. I said, all right, fine.
Well, I had already been on the hike. I was waiting on her to catch up.
Yeah, and it definitely took the breath out of me. I need to work out some more, because hiking up the side of this mountain is not as easy as Wiley makes it look. We're not too far from the top. Our property line is probably, what, 50 feet that way?
Oh, it's further than that.
You think so?
Yeah, it's probably, I don't remember where that ribbon was, but probably 75, 80 feet.
Okay, so not too far.
Yeah, maybe
100.
So,
Wiley's switching things up on me. I have to get this on camera because usually he blames it on me, but this time it's his fault. So tell him about it, Wiley.
So, guys, where we originally planned on doing, our Earthship home, is down below us a little ways. So, I guess during the summer, we haven't been up here during the winter, I guess.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, because I don't remember seeing this. But anyway, down where we was originally going to do it, you really can't see it. You would have to clear trees on other people's land to be able to see it. But from where we're standing now, we're about 50 feet on up the mountain a little further from where we was originally talking about building.
So it's not too much different. It's just further back.
So, I don't even know why I come up here today. Just come up here wandering around looking at things. And we're standing right beside the tree that's got the beehive in it. But anyway, I just happened to notice we have a magnificent view from where we're standing right here.
Yes, we do.
I would have to take out a few really tall trees right out here in front of us to make it completely clear and better. But this is where I think I want to build. I want my floor to be about right here where I'm standing. Because I am almost 100% sure that's Mount Magazine.
Pretty darn sure.
And we have a beautiful view of Mount Magazine from where we're standing.
Yes, we
now,
do.
Mind you, in the video, I tried to take a picture of it a while ago. It does not come close to what we actually see with the naked eye.
Right. I'll try to turn this around here in just a second to show y'all, but he's right. The video never does justice.
Yeah. Sun is going down, and it's maybe affecting a little bit of it too, but anyway, of course, Mount Magazine's still lit up like a Christmas tree over there with the sunlight. But, this is, it's probably going to make things a little bit tougher on the build, but
we like to make things hard.
Getting up here and digging into the side of this mountain is going to be the part. I mean, it just depends on what kind of equipment we've got and when we're able to do it.
And finding a place to put all the dirt.
Well, actually, I'm thinking that, if we do it here, we won't have to dig near as deep, and we will do it more like a traditional Earthship to where we pile it back over the sides of the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. No, that's a good idea. Instead of having to dig really deep.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it would do it differently here and be better. Or just as easy, or whatever, however you want to call it.
And we're planning on doing maybe like a 16 by 40 Earthship.
Somewhere along those lines.
It's not going to be huge. It's not going to be super fancy. Our main goal is to have a place that we do not have to heat or cool, or pay to heat or cool. And in the case that there's ever a tornado or a wildfire or anything like that, our house is safe because it's in the ground.
In the ground.
Dirt doesn't burn.
Covered in dirt. Yeah.
So we won't have to worry about any of that. And so long as we, waterproof really well, then we shouldn't have to worry about too much moisture either.
Well, and if we do it this way, it's not going to be near as bad as if we actually went in the ground.
Oh, right, because we're going to be more on top of the ground.
Yeah, the water's not coming through the sides, know. We're still going to have to do it good, but it's going to be easier doing it this way.
But it's not like maybe only the back side of the house is going to be, 12 foot under original dirt.
Yeah, well, I don't even think it would be that far, but yeah, anyway.
So, Either way, I'm so excited to get this started.
Me too, and that's why I come up here nosing around. I know, I mean, I really want to start focusing on this, figuring out how we're going to move this dirt.
If you don't put a driveway there, I'm putting a garden there.
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if we got to clear all these trees so we can get that view. That means we'll get a lot of sun early in the day, which is what plants love. They love that morning sun because it's not as hot as the evening sun. And that would be a perfect place to put a garden. Yeah. And I'd have to do it like stair-stepped, down kind of, and do different tiers. But I think that would be really awesome.
The negative thing about this is we're probably close to 100 foot from where we'd have to park the car, and then we're going to have to build a staircase basically up the side of the mountain to get here.
Anson taught you how to build a real nice staircase that didn't cost any money.
Right.
Y'all haven't seen that. That's in a previous video.
Maybe we can find that rocks in here as we're digging. We'll see.
So we had dug a spot out below. I'll turn this camera around so you guys can see in just a second. But down here where Amber's camper's parked, we had dug all that out to make a flat spot. We'd originally thought about putting our house there, but then we found out how close we were to the property line. And if the neighbors were to clean up the property line at all, we'd be looking right at their house. And even though we like them, we don't want to see them every single day. So, not, see them out there running around naked or something. I don't know. And we dug up a bunch of big rocks. And Wiley and Anson and Michael used them to build a staircase out of the native rock. And it turned out really neat.
Now, I'm getting old enough that Jen's going to be the one having to, carry groceries up and down the hill.
We've got kids. But before Lily turns of age and moves out, we need to build some sort of a pulley system, install a driveway closer to the house, something, because we're going to get older and not be able to carry the groceries up the mountain.
I think if we could just start gathering up some angle iron, I could make some track like railroad track, and then build a cart to go on the railroad track. That we just send down there and load it up with groceries and then pull it back up the hill.
Yeah, or you know what? Maybe somebody will reach out to us and want us to collaborate on one of those like staircase elevators for old people. Except I don't think they're supposed to get wet because they mostly go inside.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be inside.
Darn, that might not work out so good. I don't know. There's a thought. Either way, I mean,
it's going to be a super challenging project. But I cannot wait to get started. Yeah.
If Wiley didn't like difficult things, we probably wouldn't be together.
Yeah, because she's difficult.
I am not. I just have really good ideas.
You say.
Hey, after you're done building it, you're like, you know what? That did turn out pretty cool.
Sometimes.
Anywho, let me turn this camera around and see if I can show you guys the view from up here. It's probably not going to look that good.
Now the mountain's covered in shadows with the clouds.
I do have some drone footage that I can insert to kind of give you guys a better view. But it was a cloudy day too, so it wasn't like a great drone footage. But I do have that. And I can show y'all what our view looks like from up here above the trees.
Now, mind you, she'll probably show you where Amber's camper's parked and all that good stuff. That will be gone. All that will be gone by the time we get this done, other than the well house. The well house will be staying.
Yeah, we've still got IBC totes down there that we got to clean up.
I've got a bunch. We stored a bunch of stuff there as we was moving, and yeah.
It hasn't all found a home yet?
Yeah, it all hadn't moved yet.
So it's still in piles down there, but whatever. All right, let me turn this around before we keep chatting your ear off. Hang on. I mean, you can kind of see, but you can really see all the trees in front of it.
You're way off the mountain yet.
I know, I'm getting there. Oh, there, now you can kind of see it in the background.
You can see it back there, guys, but like we said, the video does not even come close to doing what your actual eyes see.
So, let me see if I can point here. Oh, my finger's way out of the way. So, right there is the mountain. You can kind of see the way it kind of goes up like that. That's the mountain. And we could see the whole valley from up here for days. And the sky is so blue and pretty. And I don't know, this would just be really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Our road is down there. You can kind of see it right there. You can see our driveway right there. That's junk that needs to be moved. More IBC totes. There's the well house. Amber's camper. And then our gate is over there somewhere. But we do have a magnificent view if we ever cleaned it up.
We're probably, I'm going to say Amber's camper is probably 12 to 13 foot tall. And I bet we're 10 foot above her camper right here. If that gives you any better perspective.
I bet we're further than 10 feet. Maybe. I don't know. Straight up.
Yeah.
Probably more than 10 feet above that. And then her camper is probably 6 foot higher than the road.
If not further, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not further.
Probably further. All right, let me turn this back around. I'm just going to give y'all a full panoramic view of where we're standing. The camera's having a bit of a hard time adjusting to the different changes in lighting.
And again, guys, the camera absolutely does not do this any kind of justice whatsoever. I mean, I'm standing beside Jen, you know, pretty much level with her right now, and I can walk, what is this, probably 10 feet, and my feet is probably level with her head.
It's really steep.
So yeah, it is very steep up through here.
It's hard, like he said, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's very steep. There's a full panoramic view.
Wake up, let the sunrise, smell that morning dew. Out here in the hills, there's always work to do. With calloused hands and steady hearts, we build it day by day. A simple life, a good life, it's the only way.
Well, I mean, I honestly would like to go with a slightly bigger house, just so I have room to grow. But we're kind of, I don't know, that'll come in the room to grow plants, not family, y'all. Let me just specify that. Wiley and I have enough kids. We're moving into the grandkid phase now, and we are not trying to have any more of our own babies around here. So, but one of the biggest things about an Earthship is growing inside, because the fresh plants help filter the air, help with moisture, help heating, cooling, add an extra layer, like the greenhouse layer adds an extra layer of barrier against the cold and stuff outside. So there's a purpose behind that. But being on the north side of the mountain, I'm not sure it's something that we're going to be able to incorporate. It may look a lot like a hobbit house with a tiny little window and a big round door. We don't know yet. I'm open to all of those ideas. But I do like the idea of natural light also, and a hobbit house doesn't have that. So it's not anything set in stone, except we know where we're going to build.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly know how it's going to turn out.
Area.
Yes, this general area. Somewhere on this property, somewhere, we'll build a house. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just finish camp and live there forever. I don't think so.
Yeah,
but,
no. I mean, I'm definitely going to start this. I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to do it. It's just, you know, time and money constraints here is where, you know, our issue is going to be. Which the very first step is a big expense, and that's getting a piece of equipment up here that'll do what we need to do.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So this coming spring, we'll have a hard decision to make. Do we pay off the tractor or rent another one?
Yeah.
To do what we need.
Yeah.
So, fortunately with kids, you know, we do get a tax return because we overpay our taxes every year. But that's usually used for something big like paying down debt.
Yeah.
And it would really, really help us a lot to be able to do that, because then we'd have, you know, we could save ourselves $500-600 a month in paying things off. And then that gives us $500 or $600 extra per month to spend on things that we need throughout the year. But then it also means that we don't have a big chunk of money. So that'll be a hard decision to make, right, Wiley?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a really, really awesome spot. I think it's going to be a pain in the butt to get to. But I know I've got a good, hard-working man here who can figure it out. So he told me as I was walking up here, he said, "We're moving the house. We're putting it up here." And I was like, "Dude, you're the one building the hole or digging the hole. You get to decide where it goes." So
I mean, it may come down to the fact that me and Mikey and Hunter's going to be spending a lot of time on shovels.
I imagine the girls and I'll have to help too, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Can I just take up sandwich duty and make sure people eat? Wiley used to pick on me. When we met, I was so skinny that him and his cousin made fun of me because I couldn't use a shovel because I wasn't heavy enough to make it go on the ground. Now I could. It's just I don't know how much of it my back can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have anything else to talk about?
I don't guess so. I just wanted to show you this view and see what you thought about moving the house up a little ways.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, I'll never turn down something hard.
Especially when it's not you that has to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who's with me on that? It's easier to accept the hard things when you have someone to help bear the brunt of it. This one's your fault, though. You come up with this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm not the only one who has bad ideas. I mean, good ideas. Yeah. Anyway, you got anything else, Wiley? Otherwise, we should probably wrap this up. And
I think we can wrap it up.
Do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try to get back off this mountain.
Yeah.
You might
going
have to carry
down,
me.
well, I want to say going down's easier than going up, but it depends on how good your knees are. Because if you don't have good knees, it's harder going down.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know if it's the cold weather or what, but this is the first year that I've got to say my knees are really bothering me. Yeah. Old.
He doesn't want to admit that he's got gray hair. I've got grays too, but they're silver, and they just kind of blend in with my blonde. What?
You could lay down, and I could ride you like a skid, like a
That's
sled.
what we'll do. Like Frosty the Snowman, when the kids rode on his back.
Yeah, right.
Sled.
Right.
Yeah, that should work. Although I might be on my back, though, because I got this big old bump on the front. It might not slide so well. Let's get off here before this conversation goes any further. That's a conversation probably more fit for my sister's channel. Positively obnoxious.
All right.
Well, it's in the video, Wiley. What do you say?
As always, work hard, stay humble, and love God.
Amen.